You ever realize why you don't have to try so hard? Think about that. It may be a struggle to learn something when you first pick it up, but anything worth doing correctly is worth doing badly until you can figure out the right way to put it in the correct format. So, with that being said, anything that's worth doing is worth doing badly until you get it right. And when you are doing something, there are others who will, in a negative way, possibly try to compete with you, possibly try to distract you, possibly try to take your focus off of yourself in terms of what you're trying to accomplish. All right, they may be trying to get you to focus on them instead of yourself. You're working towards becoming great at something, and you have someone that wants you to know that they're great too. You have to realize the amount of power that you possess when a person moves in that manner. It's different to motivate someone to want to do something and become something, but it's toxic when another person goes about doing something in a way to where they end up in your way, or what they're trying to achieve becomes too visible to you. But it's because they see something in you. You may not see it yet. They may not want you to see it. But there's something in you that people who notice you are aware of. And it's your greatness. It's the power and the presence of God in you as well. And it's also, some would refer this to as the light. It's also what you possess, what you have, what you were blessed with. You've been noticing that some people don't like to see you do your best. They want to see you do average because it makes them feel comfortable. It makes other people feel comfortable when you fly your flag at half staff or half mast, or excuse me, whichever one it is. I believe it's half mast, half staff. That sounds like a boat or something. So there are people who want you to not go as hard because they have an intimidation, a fear of not looking good, or not looking as good as you, especially if it's a situation to where it's a job situation. You may have just started. That person may have already been there. That's why you have people say things like, don't outshine the master. So if you can, by all means, don't purposely go out of your way to make a person look bad, but you have to do your best. If somebody's offended by that or intimidated by that, that's something that you have to curtail and just do your best to tread lightly. And when I say that, I mean be respectful. If you're the new person and you're in a new situation, there may be some type of tension toward you because people could potentially view you from a certain level or have a certain perspective of you, opinion of you, which causes them to now want to see if they can produce the same thing. People notice you and automatically see that you're a person that gets results in life, some type of result in life, some type of result that they would want in life. And as far as what you do, you're very good at it. Whatever it is you do. There may be other people that are very good at it also, but we're talking about you. We're not focused on them. We're not worried about them. All we're concerned about is ourselves, because that's all we could be concerned about is ourselves. People try to take your mind off of you when they know or can tell what you're about. They know that you're about greatness. They know that you're about success. People like to test and play around and try to see how far they can go with you until you show them that it's a brick wall, it's a dead end. They're not going to get very far. You are that brick wall and you are that dead end. When they meet you, they meet the brick wall, they meet the dead end. All right? Say to yourself, I am a brick wall. When something I don't like meets me, it meets its end. It's about to end. Especially if I don't like it. If it's something being done to me that I don't like, it has met the brick wall. It's about to come to an end. Put stuff to an end that you don't want to endure anymore. All right? You don't have to get caught up or play anyone's game or be a part of anyone's crazy game. All right? People love to try to get in the way of a person that is focused because they know that person is going somewhere, and they want you to know that they're focused too. Is weird. It's weird, but people who are focused want you to know that they're focused too. People who are, people who can tell and see that you're focused, they want you to know that they're focused too. Is weird, but that's the competition thing. They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to feel like you're the only one that is focused or whatever they got going on, but that it's their issues that they deal with, as far as insecurity, as far as how they're trying to mentally deal with the fact that they have a person causing them to feel this way. It's a lot to deal with. Not everyone has the ability to compartmentalize and reprogram themselves to stay focused on themselves when they're in the presence of a person that is making them feel some type of way. All right. You work on things, you work on yourself. You become the best at what you want to do. You don't have time to be focused on petty things when you're working towards your purpose. Some people's purpose is to be petty. Your purpose is to do great, wonderful, and amazing things. And you have to realize that my purpose is to do great, wonderful, and amazing things. It's not to be caught up in a world of the hate someone has because I'm great. Greater than they ass. All right. And their anger towards you is really their anger towards themselves. That's how they feel towards themselves. Don't be afraid of anger. All right. Don't be afraid of somebody's frustration. Don't allow them to intimidate you to quit, to give up, to not speak up to them or speak up for yourself or handle a situation. Somebody being angry at you, that's all that is. If you want, give them a second, wait for that to calm down. They may try that yelling stuff, but all it is just them yelling. If a person gets in your face, you tell them to get out your face. Or make them get out your face. Because you're the best at what you do. All right? And you're going to stay the best. So it's okay to have to learn how to do things or to deal with certain things other people may not be dealing with. But the thing is, you don't have to keep dealing with it. You can change your mind. You can change who you are as a person. You can change who you are to yourself, and that will change who you are to other people. It doesn't matter how somebody else views you. It's all about how you view yourself. It's all about how you view yourself. All right, no one has anything more than anybody else. All right, we were all born with the same. As you know, we were all born with the same. Everybody, for the most part, has the ability to do the same thing as everybody else. So there's no reason to fear anything, anyone, anybody's attitude. You may feel something, but don't fear something. All right. You don't have to, what you feel is not real. You don't have to fear or be afraid of what you feel. Because you're the best. And you're reprogramming your mind. You're working on yourself. You're accepting who you are, and you're willing to change. And it's so much you're willing to do, is so much you're willing to work on, so much you're willing to be. So take your focus off of that other person. Take your focus off of any idiot, any fool, any imbecile. All right, any bad person that wants to be a nincompoop. All right, take your mind off of them. All right, that's all you have to do. Take your mind off of them. Turn your mind off to them. Take your mind off of them and put your mind on something better. My head feels better already. You know, my mind feels better already. People are trying to compare themselves to you, or they're either trying to get you to compare yourselves to them. It's sad, you know, but don't. They're dealing with something. They compare themselves to you and everybody else, and they want you to compare yourself to them. It's the way they think. See, their issue is a lack of understanding for you because you're not like them. You're not the type of person to behave in a way that 99% of people behave in. You don't deal with certain things that other people are dealing with, and even if you do, you dealt with it already. You know how to process things as the type of person that you are. Empath, chosen one, whatever you identify yourself as a child of God, as like a higher intuitive, spiritual, intellectual being, right? Like whatever your abilities are, whatever your talents are, whatever your God-given gifts are that allows you to see things in a way that benefits you and that helps you clear things up, so that way you can move and you use your discernment, use your intuition. That way you're staying out the fire, staying out the furnace, staying away from snakes, not getting bit up out here. They will compare themselves to you. They think that way. They think everybody else compares what they have to someone else. People and people do that. People compare, but then you have people who don't care. Their mind will try to tell, like your mind will try to do these things, but you even have to defeat your mind. All right. And once you defeat your mind, other people won't be a problem. Other people can bring things to your mind that everyone has to deal with. But if you already have dealt with it within yourself, then it's going to be a lot easier for you to deal with others. That's why you have to deal with yourself first. You got to deal with you. If you can deal with you, other people become irrelevant. The things they say, the things they do. All right, you are the best. You're going to have to deal with a lot of things that you see other people don't have to deal with. You're the best so much that you're the best before you even chose to become anything. You are already the best just by you doing what you saw everybody else doing, as far as just taking care of matrix stuff, taking care of your business. You did it in a way to where you presented yourself like you were the best. That's how other people perceive you. Why? Because that's how you perceive yourself. You are the best to you. You are the best to yourself. You are the best to God. You are the best in your own reality. You're not the best or trying to be better than anybody else. You cleared that up with yourself already mentally. You already know that you're not trying to be better than nobody. All you're out to do is to do your best. Is that going to offend some people? Hell yeah. It's going to offend some people because you're not wanting to be average. There's a vibration out there that, most people are on. There's a frequency out there that most people are deliberately choosing to be on. And when you don't choose to be on that frequency, you have to be prepared to meet some type of opposition. All right. You can divert your attention to it and change the way how you view it so it doesn't create or cause problems for you, which is something I learned how to do along the way to work towards becoming more successful. All right. But it's something you have to learn how to do. You have to take your mind off of them and put it back on what you want. Put it back on success. Put it back on your focus. Put it back on you being the best and becoming better. Because that's what you are, and that's what you're going to remain. All right. That's what you are, and that's what you're going to remain. You were the best before, after, whoever, wherever, whatever, whenever. And you will remain the best and always do your best and always live your best, always have your best. You know, throw some other ones in there. I know some people like food. You always going to eat your best, always going to sleep your best, always going to everything your best. All right. You're the best. You deserve the best. You're worth the best. There's nothing that you can't have. All that the Father has is yours. It all belongs to you. Whatever you can conceive, right? Whatever you can see in your mind's eye, you can have it in real time, in your real life. You are the best. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Whether it's nonverbal, verbal, social cue. Don't let other people distract you from who you are. That's all they have. That's all some people have, is to try to do certain things to try to distract you and take your mind off of the fact that you're blowing them out the water. You're great. You're amazing. Everybody has talents. Everybody has skills. Some people don't use them because they're afraid. You chose to put that fear to the side. So whatever else comes along with that, it's no time to be afraid now. Now's not the time to be afraid. The time to be afraid was when you put your fear to the side. So that means you don't have any fear. You felt the fear and did it anyhow. You told that fear how to feel. You turned your fear into courage and stood on business, stood on your dream, stood on the idea of, I'm going to be this. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how it's going to happen, how it's going to work out, but I'm going to be something. And everybody better look out. The whole world better look out, because you're coming. And you're going to be bigger than ever and better than ever. And there's nothing anybody can do about it, because when a person is focused, when a person is determined, when a person is finally ready, and they've casted the stones away, and they turned the stones to bread, and they let the dead bury the dead. Somebody hears me out there. We have determination here at Drew Nation, all right? We're super determined, super focused. Like, I just peeped something the other day that I see why people are laughing now. And I understand why people have a problem with others wanting to do their best. I understand why. You're putting yourself at an advantage. You're putting yourself ahead of the game. You're staying ahead of the game. You're not everybody's ideal image of what success should look like. In more ways than one, and that's okay. In your circle and out your circle. You out all the circles. All right. Only circle you're in is the very small one that you need to be in. You, yourself, and I, God, and success. And everything and everyone attached to that and linked to that with a like spirit and a like mind. Meeting all the right people for all the right reasons. And all the right seasons. And all the right achievements. Because we ain't playing, man. We're not playing anymore. It doesn't matter how we can say it, grammatically correct, incorrect. We aren't playing anymore. We ain't playing no more. All right, the jig is up, man. Time's up. Game's over. It's time to start shutting stuff down. Shutting negativity down. Shutting evil down. Shutting people down. All right, it's time to start shutting things down. It's time to start shutting stuff down. You're next. Doesn't nobody have to like it. You're coming. They may not want to see it happen. You're on your way. They may have a problem with it, but who gives a damn? Not us. They're gonna have to have a problem with it, because everybody has the right to choose to be what they want to be. And if you want to do your best, guess what? They're gonna have to be pissed off. They don't have to like it. They'll never compare. They're gonna always be mad. They're gonna always be mad. They're always gonna be trailing behind you when it comes to you and doing what you do. Even if they get ahead of you, they still gonna be behind you, because it's only gonna be in their mind. They're only gonna think they're ahead. And then when you drop something and it hit them on the head, they're gonna realize that, oh man, I'm nowhere even close. I don't even compare, because they don't. Because you're doing you. You are doing you specifically. You're not out here trying to be like anybody else. You're not out here trying to do anything like anybody else. You're not out here trying to compete with anybody else. Certain things may be packaged similar or come in the same format. You put your own spin on it and you do you. It's like getting mad if somebody drop a mixtape. You're the best at what you do. All right? Yo, if they're getting mad, keep doing it. If it's pissing people off, keep doing it. Even if they're laughing at you, keep doing it. If they have something negative to say, keep doing it. If they look at you like you're weird or strange, keep doing it. There are going to be people who you connect with. Everybody's not going to be there to help you. Everybody's not going to be your friend. Everybody's not going to support you. Everybody's not going to feel you wanting to be great. Everybody's not going to want to feel you wanting to do your best, because they're going to feel that secretly you trying to do better than them when you're not. But if they aren't doing well, who wouldn't want to do better than them anyway? People look at people in life and judge where they're at and say, oh, I'm glad I'm not there. People do that stuff all the time. That's why you should always be wanting to work on yourself, so won't nobody look at you and do that. Not that you care, but you can feel it, and it don't feel good. Amen. It don't feel good to be looked down upon for things that you can change. Get up and change it and feel better and do better and be better and have better. Why? Because you are the best. And you're going to have your best and do your best and be your best and live your best. Everything's going to be the best for you. All right, they're going to be, doesn't matter if they big mad, little mad, half mad, whole mad. None of that stuff matters. All right, piss whoever off that needs to be pissed off. That if they're going to be upset, they're going to be upset. Don't let people intimidate you with fear, because they have a fear of you becoming successful. So they get mad because they don't know how to become successful themselves. They don't know how to deal with someone trying to achieve in their presence, because they feel they feel that you're going to leave them in their presence and with their presence, which they don't view as a present. See, if people had the right idea about themselves, about their life, about how they use their time, people would be working towards what they want to be and having it and doing it and being it. You wouldn't have any time to be focused on anybody else. But then again, there are those people who become successful and they still evil as all hell, worried about other people, still trying to stop other people from eating. But we just choose to take our mind off of that every time. It exists, it's there. You got to be aware of it to watch out for it and steer clear of it. But once you see what it looked like, know what it looked like, know what it smelled like, tastes like, all of that, you just, okay, that's bad. I'm not messing with that no more. I'm not dealing with that no more. All right, I can see you from a mile away that you're a snake. You know, you want to get turned into a belt. All right, then we shouldn't deal with each other. I don't want to get bit. You don't want to get turned into a belt. Turn these snakes to belts. We'll be leather salesmen by the time these demons get finished with us. All right, we'll be leather salesmen, boots, shoes, hats, everything, jackets, you name it. They're mad because they don't compare. You're doing your own thing. You're doing your own thing. They're mad they don't compare. They could never compare. You don't compare to other people doing their own thing. People don't compare to you doing your own thing. Just live your dream and focus on all the success that you want. See all the success you ever dreamed of. See all the success that you ever imagined. It's a distraction that those people are trying to get you to take your mind off of what you're supposed to be focused on and keep it on them. It's a plot it's a plot and a design and a scheme and a scam for a flim and a flam put together by this Matrix, and that's exactly what the minions are put in place for. You're supposed to be thinking of the Garden of Eden. You're supposed to be thinking of heaven. You're supposed to be projecting yourself into your dream world and reality. But there are opposition. There are demonic entities that want to literally pull you back down to the level that they're at. It's a spiritual thing. There's physical aspects to it that I have encompassed and have mastered as well. But there's also the spiritual side to it, which outweighs the physical aspect of it. But I believe the physical aspect to it led me to look at more of the spiritual aspects of it. So however you come to this understanding, because there are still, there's body language, and you can't see a spirit. So, and spirits do have bodies, all right? But, how you going to see spiritual body language unless you're looking at a person's physical? So, all right, it does have some physical aspects to it. All right, hopefully that point can be taken without much skepticism, because it's spiritual, but there are physical aspects to this. All right, and however you come to your understanding or realization of how to protect and defend yourself, you come to it. All right, piss everybody off. I don't care who it is. Piss them off. Neighbors, family members, relatives, whoever. Piss them off. Some of y'all out there pissing off your coworkers, people you working with. Piss them off. They don't like to see you win or achieve or succeed. Oh well. Got a message the other day from somebody saying that their coworkers was mad at them. Oh well. Let them be mad. That means you're doing something right. Let people be mad at you, all right? Because that means you're doing something correct. Nobody would be mad at you if what you're doing wasn't working for you. Nobody would be copying you if what you were doing wasn't working for you. And people copying you is cool. Just don't let it ruin your day. Take your mind off of what other people are trying to do. Yeah, some people are trying to do things to try to take your joy out of it. People like to do things. People like to, have their thing. But you'll have some weirdos that want to have it too. Doesn't mean you got to stop enjoying yourself. Why? Because you're the best. People who are the best, they don't take their mind off of themselves. People who are the best, they don't put their mind on somebody else. Even if that person is an antagonizer, even if that person is a narcissist or a demon or whatever kind of person they are, you don't take your mind off of God. And that's why you are God. I keep trying to tell y'all, and I'm letting it sink into myself as well. That's why you're God. Taking your thinking you're separate from others, even the people that are your antagonizers. All right, a fractal of you, a portion of you somewhere, some house deep in your subconscious mind. Hey, you got to figure that out and deal with it. If you want to learn how to, book a session with me. All right, I'll show you how. All right, and I'll teach you how to look at these things from a whole different perspective. All right. So that's why you are God. You take your mind off of God, and what you have is the devil. You take your mind off of yourself, and what you have is negative energy, no good. Focusing on, something outside of yourself, which is hell. Taking your focus off of yourself and putting it on anything outside of yourself is hell. It's all about you. You're supposed to be focused on yourself, not in a self-centered way, but in a productive way. Don't let people manipulate you and think that, oh, you're selfish. You're using your time. That's what you're supposed to be. If you're not where you want to be in life, you better be selfish. Because if not, you have people being selfish to you and dragging you around like a pet or a dog on a leash. That ain't no kind of life. That's hell. We're focused on the better things in life. Bible even tells you that. Think of things that are of good report, lovely things, wholesome things, healthy things, things that make you feel good, things that make you smile, things that make you want to stick around and live for a while. All right, put your mind on those types of things. Take your mind off of people and things that stress you out. instead of bless you out. You want to be focused on things that bless you out, not things that stress you out. Amen. All right. We want to focus on the right things, not the wrong things. You focused on the wrong things, the wrong things. You focused on the wrong things, the wrong things. I always wondered what he meant by that. You're focused on the wrong things. It's not time to be focused on the wrong things. The right things is what you want in your life. The right things is what you want to experience. All right. The right things are you focusing on better. So that way you could actually have it in real life. Experience it in real life. You can have the type of house that you want, the yard that you want, the property that you want, whatever you want, you know. I'm saying certain things just to turn some people on, man. Some people need to be turned on to better, to know that, yo, I can have what I want. So that's why you become your best. You don't become your best to become better than anybody else. You don't become your best to compete with anybody else unless you're an athlete. Who we boxing? Who we playing against? Who we hooping against? Well, what game we playing out here? Besides a game that's just leading nobody anywhere. It's leading good people into, you know, doing the unthinkable. But we too strong over here for that. Amen. Let the weak say, I am strong. We too strong over here for that. All right. If you don't see yourself in a way that makes yourself feel comfortable in the presence of others, change the way you see yourself. Guarantee you other people stop playing with you. Turn your energy on. All right, that video's coming too. I'm telling you, we're gonna drop that video. All right, I'm gonna have y'all out here scaring people even more, for real. You think you scare them now, you're gonna be really scaring them. Oh, I'm scared. You should be. Had somebody say that one time. They're like, oh, I'm scared. But I was using my power incorrectly at that time. Shout out to everybody who is aware of how to correctly use their power. And that's why you're the best. That's why you're the best. All right. You figure things out. You're too blessed to be stressed. All right. You think of things that bless you out, not think of things that stress you out. You talk to God. Ask him to point you in the right direction. Ask him to show you what you need to see. Every day in every way we get better and better. People can see a flaw, a chink in your armor, have an opinion about how you do things. Oh well, let them keep it. It's theirs. You work on you, change your idea of yourself, think a new thought, create a new feeling, have a new idea, create a new image in your mind about who you are, what you're about, what you do, how you want to be looked at, treated, dealt with. You got to feel that way about yourself first. And yeah, you have to be the one that gives yourself that respect. How you see you is the same way everybody else will. And that's why you have to see yourself through the eyes of God. You see yourself from a certain point of view, others will too. You left them no choice. All right. If people are going to be mad, you don't want to be trash. If people are going to be mad, you don't want to stay in a position to where they can ridicule you, poke fun at you, talk about you, to where you're underneath them instead of being the tail instead of the head. Too bad. They're too focused on you to the point to where they know all that you're really deserving of, all that you really deserve. They truly know that. All right. They know that you're hungry. They know that you're willing to work for it. They know that it's yours already. They know you already got it in here. That's what all the distractions are about. That's what all the trying to get in your head is about. They know that you are so focused on yourself. You got you got your mind on your money and your money on your mind, and you're not paying them any. They can't have any. They're broke when it comes to you dollars. All right, don't let them get any you dollars. Those dollars are for you. All right, those dollars are for you. This is the only time. This the like those dollars are for you. That's your money. All right, don't pay them people any mind. Don't pay them any attention. Why do you think they're always trying to steal it and get your focus off of you? You're supposed to be creating your reality with your thoughts. You're not them. They're controlled by this matrix. They're just a hologram, a program. They're just a hacked by the program, hacked by the hologram. They might be a hologram they damn self. NPC is what I believe they're called. But that's not you. You're focused. You're about your business. You got your mind on what it needs to be on. All you have to do is make sure you keep it there. A lot of us could have been out of our situations and out of certain problems and dealing with things a long time ago. We just never realized how we were supposed to use our mind. You don't have to, like, if you don't want to deal with something, guess what? Stop dealing with it. You don't have to trouble yourself. You don't have to worry yourself. You don't have to feel troubled or worried. And that's why you're the best. You let go of a lot of issues, a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, a lot of things you see other people dealing with. They're going crazy, wondering how they have more than you, but aren't mentally and emotionally doing better than you. And that's why they're constantly working on you and trying to make you feel that stress. That's why they're not doing any work on themselves. And you are. You taking mental vacations left and right. They trying to bring you back to earth. We got to bring him back to earth. We've got to humble him. It's nothing about you that needs to be humble. You're more humble than them. You're more humble than you think. You're very humble. You have the Spirit of the Lord working in you, through you, and as you. Confessing who you are and the Lord, that's true humility. That's being honest. That's being humble right there. That's the type of humility you need. We are great, and we're not going to let anybody sway us from that. All right, we're choosing to be great, and we're not going to allow anybody to stop us from doing our best with a scowl, a mean look, piercing eyes, none of that. Nothing should deter you from being determined to do your best. Doesn't matter what their situation is, it can't overpower you if you don't let it in here. If you don't let them defeat you in here, they can't defeat you in real life. It's all in here. Stay strong in here. Be strong in here. Be mentally strong. Be mentally tough. All right, you are a tough-minded optimist. All right, with the power of God, you don't have to fear anything. You won't be afraid of anything. All right, you were made to have a sound mind. You were made to live and move and act with courage. And what you may not understand and realize is most people are just acting. Most people are just experimenting. Most people are just seeing what they can get off. That's why people are always trying to get things off with you. You just have to realize that and put an end to it. And decide that it stops now. It stops today. It stops now. You had enough. You're done letting people pull your strings. You're not going to let them do it anymore. right, if you're ready to stop allowing people to pull your strings, book a session with me today. I'll show you how. I'll show you how to turn these people around and have them leave you alone. Because they won't want to mess with you with what I know. All right. People be annoyed and at the sight of you and irritated with you, and that's okay. You want people to be annoyed and irritated with you when it comes to certain aspects, because these are the types of annoyances and irritations that put fear in people enough to where they'll leave you alone out of just not wanting to be bugged, bothered, or just annoyed or whatever. Maybe you sprinkle a little bit of intimidation in there too, because of you being extremely assertive. All right, and not backing down or taking no for an answer when it comes to your best interest. If others don't have your best interest at hand or in hand, guess who needs to? You. God's not going to do anything for you about these people except through you. Sometimes, you may be waiting for God to do something, but sometimes he's waiting for you to do something. Sometimes he's waiting for you to stand up. Sometimes he's waiting for you to turn that courage on, so that way he can move through you, in you, and as you, and operate through you to help you to handle the situation. God in action. That's faith right there. And when you use faith, is not something you have. Faith is something that you can use. Faith is not just something to have. It's something to use. All right. And I'd even say it's something to abuse positively. Abuse the hell out of your faith in a positive way. Use it, wear it out. Like an old baseball glove. You know how you first get a baseball glove and it's like you can't even move your hand in it. You start wearing it out, you start using it. That should be your faith. Put that baseball glove on after you use it for a while, it fit perfect. It fit right on your hand, fits like a glove. Your faith and your faith and how it operates in your life for you should fit like a glove. Faith, faith is God in action. You want to see God in action? Use your faith. Use it. Don't just have it. Don't just keep it in your pocket. Use it. Keep it in your pocket always, but you don't just keep it in your pocket. Use it. Use your faith. Apply it. That's the power and the presence of God in you. All right. You gotta feel that uncomfortable feeling. You gotta act regardless, whatever it is you have to do. Whether you have to deliver a speech, whether you have to sing a song, whether you're acting in a movie or a play, or however you have to perform that day. You have to stand up and do what you have to do. Whatever you are called to do for that moment, don't be afraid, don't back down. Stand up. Feel uncomfortable, feel that fear, feel whatever you feel, and still act anyway. Still decide, you know what I need to do is more important than these little jitters right here, these little negative vibes right here, this feeling of uncomfortable, this fear right here, because it ain't going nowhere. So you have to cast it to the side. You have to put that fear to the side and realize that, you know what, this isn't the only thing for me to feel right here. There's duality. If somebody is intimidating and somebody is afraid, well, guess what? You can flip the script. They may not be intimidated, but or maybe you may intimidate them. I don't know. When you turn your energy on, who knows how scary things could get? This is when things get fun, because you're not afraid. You're casting your fear aside. You're casting the stones away. You're rolling the stone away. You're turning those stones to bread. Man can't just eat off bread alone. You got to feed your mind positive thoughts. All right. The Lord said, let the weak say, I am strong. All right, you are almighty powerful. This ain't nothing to play with. We ain't playing in here. This ain't nothing to play with. All right. They'll never compare. Not never. Not in this lifetime or the next. They're just better off going off being themselves. Everybody's better off going off being themselves. Trace somebody, use them as an outline, keep it moving. And if they don't like the fact that they got traced, they shouldn't have put anything out there. You're the best at what you do. They're gonna have a problem with it. You're choosing to level up. You're choosing to be different. You're choosing to stand out. You're choosing to not do the same amount or the same level of work that everybody else is doing. You don't want the same results as everybody else. You want more. More. Everybody wants more. Everybody should want more. More money, more money, more money. More money. 333 on it. For more money. All right. 333 for more money for you and me. All right. You said that 3 times too. More money, more money, more money. No such things as coincidences in this universe. Everything happens for a reason. You're the best. Yo, you are the best. I'm trying to tell you, you are the best. All right? Hear me out. Hear me out. Now, if you're still watching, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you like my content, support my channel. All right, don't be afraid to donate. Send a super thanks. Send a Cash App donation, a PayPal donation. All right, show me you love me. All right, show me you're thinking of me, and support my channel. Support your steps to greatness. Invest in yourself. Sow a seed today. All right, the more you give, the more you receive. You're the best. You're not choosing to do anything less. You're not choosing to do a little bit. You're not choosing to let me just do it and just be done with it. Let me just get it over with. No, that's not you. You're putting your all into it. You're supposed to put your all into something. You're not supposed to just people who do things like that, they get they get them type of results. You going in. You got personality. You got the right idea about yourself. You got hopes. You have dreams. You're infatuated with nice things. You just want to be successful. And you're going to be successful. Whatever success for you ain't none of nobody's business. They may have an idea in their mind, but that's theirs. Everybody has certain things that they want in life, certain things that they want to do. And people need to mind their business and not worry about you and what you got going on. You're not hurting nobody. You're not killing nobody. Ain't nobody showing up dead. Is you killed or is you dead? They don't know. 17 killed, 15 dead. What's the difference? Ask the news. They won't tell you. You're pissing them off. All right, they don't like seeing you with all that success. They don't like seeing you with all that prosperity. But look still in your mind and in your heart. Look at them from a positive point of view. Look at them as fans for real. They may be pissing you the hell off right now. They may be making you mad right now, past your understanding and past your ways of finding out. But guess what? Look at them as fans. Find a positive way to view them so you can heal yourself from all the damage that they're trying to inflict upon you. If you look at people who are trying to harm you as harmful people, you're going to stress yourself the hell out, especially if they're already doing that or trying to, because you're focusing on it instead of taking your mind off of them. Take your mind off of them. Put it on godly things, things of good report, things of good news. All right, things of good blessings, things like that. Put your mind on better things. If you think better, you'll get better and do better. You want to do better, this has to get right first. Can't just want to do better. You have to think, see, and feel better first. You have to program yourself for better with thoughts, feelings, certain actions. And that's why you're the best, because you're not just going to allow yourself to be programming, you're doing the programming. Other people see you moving different. You're not out here moving the same as everybody else. You move different. You want different, and you're going to have different. They could look at things now and voice their opinion and say this and think that and look at things however they want. It's not concrete. It's not final. It's not finito. It's not the end for you. Their opinion is not the end for you. What they say is not the end for you. Their idea of you doesn't have to be your idea for you. Create a game plan. Create a strategy. Think. Be grateful and thank God for the things that you want and ways in order and how to get them. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? You better, damn it. You're not playing over here. You're the best at what you do. The absolute best. They hate it, maybe. They don't have to like it. They might have a problem with it. They may try to get in the way. It's not going to turn out well for them. They better learn to stop getting in the way. Do not get in the way of a person that wants to be successful, because you're gonna get turned into nothing. Just like the people, just like when that cop or when Michael Jackson made that claymation video and he was running away from all his fans and one of them got trampled, the person with the camera, the guy got flattened. That's gonna happen to your enemies if they get in your way. I don't even know where I do know where. I was about to say I don't know where all them extra footprints are gonna come from, but we know where. The legions of angels, all right, the legions of angels that are encamped and round about us. That's where all them extra footprints are coming from. The horses of fire, the chariots. They can't mess with us. We're the best. We're blessed by the best. We believe in the best. We're woken up every day by the best. And we have that best in us. We have the creator in us. All right, that's why we're the best. We acknowledge the creator within us. We acknowledge the God within us that makes us the best. That makes us better than who we could be. And that's why we're the best, because we're better than who we could be. We're better than who we are. We're better than who we were. They ain't got nothing to do with nobody except for us. Let them people keep thinking they compare to you and let them go crazy. Let them lose their mind over trying to waste their time. Let them do it. In the meantime, stay focused. In the meantime, keep grinding. Keep your mind on godly things. Keep your mind on good things. Keep your mind on you and everything that you want to do. and take your mind off of them. Take your mind off of them and always put your mind back on something good. Always put your mind back on where it needs to be. All right. Hope you've been turned on positively by this this video today. All right. So I'll see you in the next one. All right. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace, love, and light. Stay on top of your game, and I'll see you at the top. All right. We're gonna win because we already have. We out.